everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Lily and today we are going to do a what fits in my bag for my weekly or bi-weekly bag challenge for the rest of this year. I did recently switch up to another bag that's a little bit more vintage looking. I do want to preface this by saying that I'm very sorry this bag I don't think is available anywhere just because, well, you'll know very shortly. But like I mentioned, I'm trying to do this challenge and I just wanted to share with you all what I'm using this week. But I did find something that could look very similar to it. Not identical, of course, but very similar in style if that's kind of what you're looking for. And it's from the brand Beara Beara. They're based in the UK and they were actually referred to me by one of my good friends, Cassie, and I have been loving their bags. I have purchased about 3 of their bags in the past, all of which unfortunately I had resold just because one I had worn so much for about a year, 2 years. It's actually their bum bag or their crossbody belt bag, and that one just got worn out and someone still wanted it, so it went to a new home. The other 2 were just a little bit too small for me, so I had resold those. But I had been looking at their website just before this video and I saw they have some really nice looking ones, which I will also share in the description box below, but I will put it up here for you as well so you can kind of take a look and see some of the other options that are kind of similar to this in aesthetic and style. That's kind of what you're looking for. So with that being said, grab a tea, grab a coffee or your favorite beverage, and let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so the bag of this week, and maybe for next week, we'll see if I have time to change, is gonna be this one. Now, if you've been on this channel a little while, you know that I've talked about this briefly, I think twice altogether, or 3 times, I don't quite remember, but I haven't really sort of highlighted this bag in my collection for one main reason, because it actually, I think, it's not a legitimate brand. It looks very much like the Dooney & Bourke brand, and I've mentioned this before that this was a bag that my mom actually purchased in Mexico about, I want to say 25 years ago. It is genuine leather. I think they were trying to mimic the Dooney & Bourke brand, but they did make it a replica, thank God. But it is very similar. If you look at the duck emblem, you look at, it says gold duck on here, and it has a little bit of this little hanging charm here that also says gold duck with the ducks. So very reminiscent of the Dooney & Bourke. I keep it personally because, it is a nice bag. It's very vintage looking. It is made of quality, genuine leather, and it was my mom's, so it means a lot more to me than other bags that weren't passed down to me. So this is like a square shape, obviously, and it is a smooth leather. I don't know what kind of leather it is, but it is genuine leather. I actually did take this bag out to get it cleaned up by one of the at one of those handbag places or shoe repair places. They deal with leather, and obviously it's leather. The gentleman verified and he cleaned it up really nicely. There used to be so many scratches. You can kind of still see the scratches around here, but I think one of the things is if you want to get a bag that has this type of texture, it's smooth leather, you're gonna have to be wary that it's probably gonna get scratched at some point. But the nice thing is that, you can always condition it, clean it, buff it out. I took this out to get it done, but I think moving on in the future, I'm just going to do it myself. First of all, because it's a lot less expensive. And second of all, it's just like a nice little project of you taking care of your bag. It's kind of like a hobby, right? So I think it's a win-win situation. But yeah, this bag originally did come with a leather strap. It was way too long. I cut it off and I had this one attached. This one actually came from a Beara Beara chain that was much longer, but I wanted this to be a shoulder bag style, so it kind of looks like this. And so the gentleman at the leather handbag place kind of cut it for me and soldered it back here. So I think it looks really nice because it actually very well matches with the aesthetics of this bag. So let's go ahead and come into the bag and see what we have in here. I'm gonna open up the turn lock. It's a nice turn lock. It's like brass, but obviously it's tarnished, but you know what? It's a vintage bag, and inside it, I believe, is like suede material. It's just one big hole in here, as you can see, and we're gonna pull out the first item, which is my Hello Kitty bag. You can get these on Amazon, especially with Amazon Prime and everything. But this is really cute. What I like to keep in here, I like to organize things by pouches so they're not all scattered in my bag, especially if you have a bag of just one big compartment. I think having these little, pouches, or if you have an organizer, works very well. So in here, I just have my hand sanitizer from Nushinku, wet wipes, these come in handy. I have a flat comb, and then I have my mini Altoids, which are amazing, and they all fit perfectly in this little pouch. Next in here, I'm gonna take out my keys. I actually switched up my keys into this bigger buddy here just because it's a lot easier to grab and go and I can see it. And I just have all my keys and my AirTag on here as well. This is just from Lululemon. I've had this for so long, probably over 10 years, and it's just still so great. Even though I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, I kind of do abuse it. So love Lululemon. If you've been on this channel, you know I love Lululemon. Next we have here a pair of sunnies. I actually do have a cloth glass case in the car, which I will probably get and put it over it so it doesn't get really scratched in here, just to protect it. I mean, not that these are super expensive. They're the LVIOE brand. Laville. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. I've talked about this before on this channel. I like them a lot because they're big frames and they cover my face. I have a relatively round face and it's also polarized, so they're really nice. So I keep these in here. I always need sunglasses. I mean, I got LASIK done. I don't know if you all have gotten LASIK done before, but do you feel like very sensitive to light? Because I do feel that way now, but you know what? It's not a bad deal because I can see 20/20, which is so awesome. So yeah, if you have glasses, you can do LASIK and you're able to. I highly, highly recommend it. I think it's one of the best decisions that I've made. All right, so moving on. Sorry for the tangent. I have this one I've shown quite a few times already. Again, I'm just trying to finish it. I don't really recommend it, but I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to finish this. I say that because it's not a very moisturizing lotion. Honestly, I prefer the Vaseline one from Target. It's a lot nicer, a lot more creamier, and smells great and very moisturizing. Next, I have a pack of tissues. I always keep them because I have sniffles, and who knows if anyone else has sniffles next to me. In here, we have a couple more items. This one is my Hello Kitty pouch that I like to keep a lot of cash in, and some, you know, coins and knickknacks. These things in here, I like to separate my cash and my coins from my credit card, so that's why I keep them in here, and I have some other random stuff in here. Next in here, I have my Dooney & Bourke wallet. I haven't switched out of this for a little while, and I think that the leather kind of matches with it, right? A little bit. It's super cute, but obviously this one is pebbled leather and it's like this bright yellow. I love it. It's so spacious. It feels gorgeous, so lush. I just keep all my credit cards in here. This SLG does come with one of these little keychain things, so if you wanted to use it, you could technically you know, put your keys on it, I guess, and put it in here, but I don't really use that. But it's nice to have for sure. And then I just keep, what do I keep up front here? Oh yeah, I keep a picture of my family, and then I keep an AirTag up front. So that's what I have in here. And then next I have this little Hello Kitty pouch. You've probably seen this as well. These are super cute. They're very useful, like these transparent pouches, and I really like Hello Kitty. So I keep my pills, my nose sniffers, my Listerine, my eye drops, a little small perfume, chapstick, and some cough drops in here for little emergencies. I like these. They're just so cute and compact. Almost done here. AirPods, self-explanatory. A pen, because we always need a pen with a little cap so it doesn't accidentally open up in the bag. And then in this bag there is a small little bag pocket. So this is suede. The bottom part here is like a very thin kind of nylon material. Again, this is, you know, obviously not a legitimate brand, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, I just have my AirTag in here because I like to keep an AirTag everywhere. I'm a little AirTag crazy these days just because I've lost my wallet and it's been a lifesaver. So I do highly recommend getting an AirTag if you're thinking about it. And then one last thing I forgot to mention is that I'm filming with my phone. I do have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, but that does fit very comfortably in the bag here. So given this bag, I mean, it's not super small, but it doesn't look super big, right? But it fits so many things in here. And I was very surprised. It had a little bit more wiggle room to fit more, but you know, these are all the essentials I need. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're looking for bags, similar style, similar shape, and similar dimensions, they actually do fit a lot. So I think that the pro of this is that it is one big compartment. Granted, you know, you don't really have that nice organization, but because it's one big compartment, there's no divider or anything in between, you're able to structure and fit a lot more things in here. So I do prefer having bags like this rather than having like a divider in between, or, you know, to compartmentalize. So yes, that is all we have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to keep these nice and short so, you know, you can get back to your day. I know everyone's busy, so I always do really appreciate you dropping by and spending some time here with me. Hope it it was fun. Hope it was enjoyable, and hope it was maybe inspired you for some vintage looking bags. I am in a vintage phase, so really love these bags. Like I said, Beara Beara has some really good quality bags, and they are priced very affordably. I think that on the website it's shown in euros, but you know, obviously when you go check out, it's going to convert to wherever your shipping address is. And I am in the US for those of you who are new, and so I believe there is international shipping fee. I don't remember what it is at the top of my head right now, but if you go through that process, you will be able to see. I can attest to the Beara Beara quality. It is so good, beautiful leather, affordable price, and you get that very nice vintage looking bag. And if I'm not mistaken, I do think that Taylor Swift has worn some of their bags. So just wanted to share that all with you if you are interested in some sort of style like this. Otherwise, if you are interested in one other thing, if you are interested in something like this, obviously Dooney & Bourke has vintage styles you can find on Poshmark, on eBay. You might be able to find something like this, I don't know, but I would say that Beara Beara definitely has something very similar to the aesthetics of this bag. So that is all we have for today. Again, thank you so much. I always appreciate you all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you are new here and like this type of content, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on new videos coming forward. But otherwise, please stay healthy, happy, and safe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.